So today this box came all the way from Australia. Thank you so much to Fluke and Box for gifting me this very interesting box here. We're going to crack it right now. Stay tuned if you're ready for some more flesh and blood content. Hello cardboard people. I'm sitting here with the box from Fluke and Box and I'm excited to open it. I was in his live chat and I was lucky enough to be given this interesting flesh and blood product and I am really excited for it. I have been looking at flesh and blood for a while and the art really appeals to me and I've been wanting to try it, but I have also, Fluke and Box, also had a little difficulty in persuading my husband that we should actually start up a new TCG because, yeah, magic is pretty much taking up all of our time and space in our house. So this is it. This video will be from a completely new person's perspective. I've opened a few booster packs of Flesh and Blood, but I haven't opened any product yet. So I'll just be taking you through this and giving you my opinion about the product and how it looks. Okay, so my first impression is that this is a really nice packaging. Clearly states that it's for new players, and it is classic battles with Rhina versus Dorinthia. So this looks pretty exciting and it's really appealing visually from the product side. But I think everything I've seen from LSS has been really beautiful. So let's see how we open this product. Maybe at the bottom. So I'm not surprised that it looks really nice and interesting. And I think we're going to be doing a follow-up video at some point just to discuss how the gameplay is. I think I'm going to try and persuade my husband to actually do a bit of gameplay with me. And this is the mat, which is a lot different. I'm coming from another TCG. I'm coming from Magic, obviously, as you would know if you're here on the channel. So this is your playmat. It's a two-person playmat and the combat chain. So the whole idea, as far as I know, behind Flesh and Blood is that you have sort of a more, if anybody's played Diablo 3, you would know you have a hero and you sort of play a class, and that hero and that class is something that you sort of build out. So in Flesh and Blood, you would be starting with all your gear ready and all your spells, and you have your deck, and you're at your top level. As opposed to Magic, you sort of have to build up and build your different spells and enchantments and build your different creatures up. So it's sort of the other way around. So this is already really pretty. I think the quality and everything I've seen from Flesh and Blood with regards to the artwork is it's absolutely stunning. And so this is, I'm presuming, a rainbow foil, maybe a gold foil. You can scream at me in the comment section if I'm getting this wrong, but no, I think this is a cold foil. It's really pretty. Or is the cold foil, is that just like shiny? So that would be a gold foil, right? People, help me out in the comment section. I am literally a complete noob. I know nothing. Wow, I mean that border, that is it's absolutely beautiful. I really think these cards are they're so appealing. They're a huge part of why I want to get into Flesh and Blood. I think the art and the lore behind everything seems really interesting, and that's one of the elements I really like. So this is a weapon. So your hero has equipment, and then I've heard that some of the cards from this, ready to play pre-constructed deck is actually, highly playable as well. So that is really gorgeous. And this is a mentor. So I'm guessing that somehow helps out your hero when you have to play. And then we have, these are like the really nice cards with the cold foil and everything. And these are more of your common cards. But I've actually heard that you play more common cards in Flesh and Blood. Again, help me out in the comment section, people, if you know anything about it. So you have your attack. It seems like you have attack, and then you have some defense Also reactions, and also the whole, you know, card layout is something to get used to. You know, the rarity is down here, mythic. Oh no, sorry, majestic, of course. So it'll be really interesting to get into it. By the looks of it, I think that the Dorinthia deck looks most interesting from my first glance at it. But cool. Definitely. I've been looking to get into Flesh and Blood, as I said, so I'll be interested to try and sleeve this up and have a go at it. But let's go have a little look at the Rhinar deck as well. So that was the Dorinthia. Again, wow, that colorful, that just, it really shines. It's super pretty, really beautiful. But I don't know how much of a guide for playing actually comes with this. I'll have to check out if this sort of deck book is giving you any information about how to play the game, actually. I'll have to take a look. So, again, really pretty cards. I'm getting the sense that, okay, so they both have the same type of generic equipment here. I thought everything was sort of class specific, but apparently not. And some Ironhide gauntlets, Ironhide legs, and there we have our hero. So he's more of a brute, a warrior type class, I'm guessing. Hitting with some more melee damage with a club or something like that. Maybe he has a club as well. Oh, intimidate. Oh yeah, there was one. The brute weapon. This is a club, the Bone Basher. Interesting. And he also has a tutor, or as they say here, a mentor. That'll somehow help him in the battle. Okay, so this is more, definitely more like brutish. The art looks more dark and sort of more blood and gory. Cool, definitely cool on its own as well. Whereas the Dorinthia feel was more like a paladin warrior sort of feel to it. I do wonder if these cards are like made out to be more simple. Just by having a glance at them, it doesn't seem like that there's a lot of text on them, but maybe that is just normal for Flesh and Blood. And the card quality is amazing. I really wish the Wizards would take note here. These seem really nice. Again, a beautiful, beautiful deck. 2 fun decks. I think this might be a really interesting way for new players to get into the game. Fluke and Box and a couple of other people in the chat actually said, hey, you know, get those decks, get it sleeved up, have fun with it, play with it, discover the game. So what about this? It looks like there's some information on each hero here, but is there any information on the gameplay? A little background story, a little about the weapon. Where's he trained? Okay, so this looks like this is mostly just about the character. I don't think we have anything that's like directly related on how to play the game. That would have been cool. I mean, this is a beautiful little book. It's very well done and the illustrations are beautiful. But definitely it would have been nice for me as a new player not to have to go look up some third source on how to, you know, get started, how to play, because you sort of want to just be able to pack everything out and go right ahead and start playing the game. But I'm guessing, is there anything on this? Okay, so it does actually like link to the website, so you can go to this presumably and get a video or a little bit of text on how to play. But I think, you know what guys, I think I will be bringing my deck. I will be sleeving up this Dorinthia deck, and I'll be taking her down to my local LGS because there's a lot of nice people down there, and I've heard they play Fab as well. So maybe just go and ask someone and, you know, see if they want to have a game with me maybe. But again, thank you, Fluke and Box. Check him out. He's a real generous guy. He seems to be a guy that does a lot for the environment and trying to get new players into Flesh and Blood. I think you can expect more Flesh and Blood content here, because I really do want to start this game and get into it, and I think my husband will be convinced when he sees the cards that are just beautiful. Please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We would love to hear from you down in the comment section. Let me know what I got wrong Are they cold foils, all of them, or rainbow foils? How do you actually tell the difference? Help me out in the comment section, people. Thank you.